So I don't get to talk much about my Losi LMT. You know, this is probably one of my only favorite electric RC monster trucks because it's a solid axle monster truck. And yes, I upgraded the differentials from plastic to those trio aluminum axle housings. And I tell you what, it really makes the truck look stout. The body's like beaten up, so I'm gonna have to get a new one in a couple months. Actually, in 2 months away is when I'll be going to St. Louis, Missouri, to Bigfoot Open House, cause Trigger King RC event will be over there. Having competitions. You know, racing and freestyle. They have the different classes. Like the Retro Outlaw, Sport Mod, and the Pro Mod, which my LMT qualifies for. Those are the hot racing 120 millimeter shocks, and I tell you what, they actually work pretty good. I heard people say that they're like leaking, but I'm not having an issue with mine, so they're not leaking at all. You're supposed to run like lighter springs because the shock from axle to chassis doesn't have that much leverage than, let's say, versus on your average RC that has suspension arms that your shocks rely on, which adds more leverage. There's not much leverage on the axles, but I tell you what, it lands, it doesn't bounce too much, so I'm pretty okay with that. Gotta clean up the mess I made a little bit. So I'll be getting some fresh wheels and tires. Now, since the Losi LMT 2.0 has came out, they actually came out like they're actually 2.6 millimeter wheels, not the short course style wheels anymore. So what that means is I'll be getting the wheels, just the wheels, and then getting some different J Concept tires and see how well they'll fit. The reason why I'm getting the LMT 2.0 wheels is because the J Concept wheels, the 2.6s, I mean they're actually pretty good, but they're not that durable. They're designed more on lower powered brushless vehicles. I mean, yes, regardless, they have faced some higher powered brushless vehicles, but it increases the chances of breaking the wheel, like breaking the wheels internally. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So that silver hub right there, you see, not this one, but the one in the wheel, the aluminum wheel adapter. So if I, let's say, crash land or something like that, then I can actually break the wheel internally. I'm still going to use them, but on my axial SMT10, because this truck is heavier, has heavier axles, and say if I'm coming down crashing or something like that, then I increase the chances of actually damaging the wheels. So yeah, I'll definitely be getting the LMT wheels because the LMT wheels I have, all the earlier generation ones that are on my Carbon Twinzilla, they're actually holding up really strong, and I'm assuming they're the same materials on the 2.0 wheels, which is just your standard 2.6 inches wheels. And I'll be probably getting like a different tire compound. Maybe, I don't know, J Concepts has actually plenty of options. I don't know, maybe one of those BKT style ones. The LMT 2.0s, they're a little bit too tall because it's just, I don't know, they're just a little bit too tall. So yeah, just getting some, once again, repeating it over and over. We're going to get some J Concepts tires, but the Losi LMT 2.0 wheels. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. Let me just take off the body. I know, I'm going to get a new body soon. Don't worry, guys. Don't you worry about it. Castle Creations Mamba Monster X combo system, the ESC and motor. I'm not having any issues so far, so I'm gonna keep it the way how it is. I did tell you what, if you run like a lower kV motor, then your vehicle is gonna run a little bit slower. I usually run this on 4S. I know it's crazy, but 4S is plenty enough for this truck. If I choose to run 6S, holy shit kebabs. Shit is gonna gone crazy real fast. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it running on 4S, because I mean, there's just no way it can withstand 6S power. I'm actually going to be updating the sway bars with the LMT 2.0 sway bars, because I think they actually look more scale than these. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just, they're holding up just fine. But, when the time comes, I'm going to update the sway bars. Gonna update the rod ends. I'm still having mixed feelings whether if I should go for trio links or just replace the plastic rod end links. I'm still gonna replace them, but I'm still having mixed thoughts. Actually, you guys can see right here. This is waddling out. A lot of times people are going to think that this is a design flaw. Well, if you're more into monster trucks or whatnot, I'm pretty sure there's some monster truck drivers watching this video also. I mean, every time you crash, you're adding that stress point to the rod end. That's why it's happening. See, this is a little bit bending as well. I thought those cheap Savage rod ends was actually going to be stronger than the stock LMT rod ends, but yeah, I was wrong. Probably the trio links is going to withstand this punishment, but then once again I'll be adding stress on the screws, then which is going to break off the screws, which I don't want that. So I don't know. I'm going to see what's going to happen in the future, but definitely I'm going to fix up the links, or actually swap out the links. What else I need to cover? There's a Savox good grief, I can't talk. Savox servo that I got a couple years ago after I got the LMT. This LMT is a roller kit. That's how I bought it. I didn't buy it as a Gravedigger version or Son of a Digger version, just a roller version. I'll be honest with you guys, they should bring back the roller. That's just my opinion. Yes, we do have a kit, but they should bring back the roller. That's just my opinion. Still stock drivetrain. I actually never had a problem with the stock drivetrain. Some people kept blowing out their diffs. Well, I'm gonna tell you this story. So, once I think I said it in the other video, but whatever. I'm gonna stress it again or continue to beat on a dead horse. So, I ran a spool in the center once, and I was driving this thing on 4S. I think that's when I was like driving it with a different motor. Yes, I was actually driving it with the other brushless system that had like a higher kV motor. I think it was the Spectrum Firma type of deal, crap, whatever. So anyway, I went reverse, full throttle reverse, and I like hit the curb, and this truck was maybe like, God knows, like 15 or 20 feet in the air, doing a double front flip, smashed down onto the asphalt. And then I lost rear wheel drive, and I was like, "Holy shit, man! There goes my diffs." But no, my differential was fine. It's just that the flange bearings inside this aluminum diff case actually exploded. And I was like, "Holy shit, man! That's crazy." I never experienced anything like that before. So the drivetrain on the LMT is brutally tough. Like. Only by the time I'm going to change this is when it finally explodes like a dynamite. And that's how I'm going to upgrade the drivetrain system. This is an LVCRC wheelie bar. I'm not sure if he still makes these, but guys, if you own like an LMT, I actually recommend getting this wheelie bar because it adds more of a scale look to your truck. Or to your LMT, excuse me. And the Garrett from LVCRC is actually a great dude. Unfortunately, he's not going to be coming to Bigfoot Open House this summer, but I highly recommend you guys go check him out. He's doing a bunch of RC monster truck videos. He has a bunch of LMTs, more than what I have. But don't worry, Garrett, I'll be catching up. But yeah, once again, y'all, I think I'm gonna leave a link in the description box down below. So if you guys are interested into like scale RC monster trucks and also big America RC, he does a ton of RC monster truck videos for TikTok and YouTube. I'm also gonna leave a link on the description box down below so that y'all can go check him out. I understand, guys, this is a Nitro channel, but I just thought sharing of my LMT as well, because this is also like my favorite scale RC monster truck. And besides the LMT 2.0, I thought about getting it, but you know what? I'm gonna stick with this one. I'm just gonna leave it the way how it is. I like, you know, the stock 13.5-inch wheelbase. You know, it's the same wheelbase as the Savage X. So yeah, I think that's going to be the end of this video. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see y'all next time.